Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Actress Toyin Abraham recently celebrated her birthday on the 5th of September, and she's grateful to God for adding another year to her years. In the mood of celebration and showing gratitude to God, she decided to host an event where she urged at least 1,000 of her fans and followers on social media to show up at this event. Further explained that there will be food, there will be drinks. In fact, we'll be giving out 5,000 to 3,000 to certain people as transport fare, and she urged her fans, at least 1,000 of them, to show up. Toyin Abraham urged her fans to dress decently to the event, more like a church kind of dressing. She said they should dress decently. They could wear trousers, anything nice, nothing revealing, just decent dressing. She added the address of the event and expected people to turn up. I'm expecting some of her fans to turn up on a special day and at the event place. She also went ahead to thank each and everyone who had contributed both in cash and kind towards this little event she decided to put together to celebrate her birthday. Likes of Lara, Deji, mentioned but a few are people Toyin Abraham had set aside to thank for contributing towards this little event she decided to put together. Well, she had made two announcements on the special day, which is her birthday, and one of which is a movie she's filming, which will be released in December. She had shared this video on social media page urging her fans to come out and support her, saying, "This is to everyone. Fam, you already know I'm filming my movie, and on Wednesday 14 September I'll be needing about 1,000 people to feature in the church scenes in the movie. Come dressed in your Sunday best attire. The Bespoke Event Center, Kushenla Road. Time 8 a.m. Thank you so much to everyone. Please share to others so they can see it." This was Toyin Abraham sharing this on her social media page. A few of our colleagues have also gone ahead to help reshare and repost this particular post on their various Instagram pages. We can all agree that Toyin Abraham is not relenting. She's putting in all the necessary efforts to always stay on top. Abraham is not one who relaxes or ride on past glory. She makes sure she puts in the needed effort to get to where she is today and still working to get to a higher height in the industry. Success story that doesn't have a end story. Toyin Abraham has faced so many controversies over the years, from when she broke up with her ex-husband Johnson down to when she herself mentioned that at some point in her life she was into drugs, and down to marrying and now husband Kolawole. A lot of people said a lot of things about their marriage, their relationship, and afterwards she had her son Ireke. Finally, after people had called her barren, God came through for her. In the light of that, she had so many issues with Lizzie Anjorin, and her fans stood by her. She had no choice than to report the matter to the police, and investigations were carried out. Eventually, they realized Toyin knew nothing about the allegations and accusations raised against her by Lizzie Anjorin. Well, these two have squashed their beef as they are now celebrating each other on their various social media pages. She went ahead to clear the air recently that she's not holding any grudge against anyone. Cleared the air with Lizzie Anjorin and they are now good. No one should go after Lizzie Anjorin or her children. And if they ever have issues, people should always leave their children outside this. Another and latest controversy trolling Toyin Abraham is that Toyin Abraham is having issues in her marriage. It was said that Kolawole Ajayemi confided in a friend who was alleged to have explained to that Kolawole has been managing in the marriage, and that sometimes Toyin don't come to the house. In fact, she doesn't join them in church, and they have just been patching things, and every other social media public display affection is just damage control. Afterwards, Toyin Abraham was also alleged to have been having an affair outside her marriage and so many other controversies. In all of this, Toyin Abraham has stood her ground and working towards achieving great excellence. As mentioned earlier, the actress made a disclosure at the 2017 edition of Success Story Africa held at the TLC Auditorium Lagos on Saturday. Back in 2017, Toyin Abraham opened up on her past when she abused hard drugs like marijuana and codeine and was involved in other vices. In her words, she said, "You need to stop bad habits I was involved in a lot of vices and it became worse last year. She said at the event she was talking to a lot of young people and encouraging them that they could put aside and put behind their bad habits. She further explained that I did drugs and I'm not ashamed to say it because it's now a thing of the past. They say codeine makes you high. I took a lot, I smoked a lot, and I didn't even know I looked horrible because I was so skinny. If you come to my house last year, you would meet a lot of people and you won't want to leave because we smoked, gossiped about people, and what have you. The actress also revealed that she once hawked plantain chips to help her family feed, and that she didn't come from a rosy background. And here is Toyin today, doing excellently well for herself. She said growing up was not easy for her because her family was not financially buoyant, although things worked out for them because they worked hard and were spiritually buoyant. She talked about the mistakes she made in the entertainment industry when she started out. In her words, she said, I made a lot of mistakes when I began acting, and that was because I did not have plans. I just wanted it to be known. But I now know that being popular isn't the same thing as being successful. When I got into the industry and the fame became too much, I became irresponsible. I could not boast of 1 million naira in 2016. I was making money and I wanted to feel among. When one of our colleagues bought a car, it was trouble because we all strove to buy the same car or a bigger one. I had to change my circle for good, and this change started in March 2017. This was Toyin Abraham sharing this on social media. And speaking of being successful, at a point, Toyin Abraham herself explained that she almost gave up on her career while she relocated to the United States. In her words, she said those times were dark times of her life. She explained, saying, a few years ago, during very dark times of my life, I packed up my bags and left for USA. On getting to the US, I made up my mind that I was done with fame and everything that comes with it. I was ready to quit and be done with my career. Abraham further explained that a friend was one who encouraged her to get back and push through in the industry. She said, one day I got a call from a friend or two who asked me if I was coming back to Nigeria. I told him I wasn't and that I was done. He then told me someone was going to call me. Shortly after, I received a call from Wale Olale, who asked me what happened, and I explained everything to him. I told him I was tired. Mr. Wale said, Toyin, you have a beautiful career. You have the most adorable career. You can't just abandon your career. He went on to tell me not to worry and that he was going to support me and stand by me. He insisted I return to Nigeria. When I returned, Wale got me a PR team and a lawyer without collecting a dime from me. He footed all my bills, and because of this, I'm thriving in my career and standing on my feet. Since then, he's never wavered in his support. Truly today, Toyin Abraham is standing in her career and doing excellently well for herself. Well, guys, there you have it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.